365 Nation, welcome to another Fave Fives. Today we have a very special guest. He is none other than Super Kamikaze. How's it going, man?
Oh man, it's going
Super
pretty good.
K, sorry, Super K.
Yeah,
Um,
it's going
so
good.
um, I'm pretty excited because you have so many matches on that YouTube channel. Elian got a whole bunch of old ones when you were Suicide Carlos Ortega.
Yeah,
There's ones from when you were Suicide Shot Ball, and there's one from Super K era. Like you wrestled in the '90s era, the 2000s, the 2010s, and the like 20s now. So it's almost like 4 decades of wrestling, like in those periods, and a lot of matches with 365 Pro Wrestling or PWA, and a lot of matches that are uploaded from ICW days and some other feds. So thank you so much for coming on. I'll leave the floor to you for a minute.
Oh man, thanks for having me. I actually looking forward to this. It was very easy to come up with my top five. I kind of already had it made out. So yeah.
Bulldog Brandon Hines says, "Hey." Um,
Glad to see
Rusty
you
says,
on.
"Super K."
Oh, nice.
And best mask
What's
in wrestling. I liked your other one better, but that's okay. Um, all right, so I was surprised when I got the list because of what matches you picked. Let's jump right into it. What's number one or number five? Sorry.
Number five is against Josh Alexander.
All right, so oh, oops, I hit the wrong button there. I'll let you talk more about it before introduce it, and then I'll put it on the screen. Sorry about that.
I picked this match because it actually was it was a big test for me. It was one of the biggest matches I had from coming back from that neck injury. And so just Josh, he's killing it. And this match was just a huge test for me when I came back because at the time we seen how much of a level he jumped, pretty much. And yeah,
I thought it was really cool too because I was talking to Josh about like what PWA needed at the time. It's like you need like a super K, like a Suicide Sean Ball, a super K back, and then you came back like
yeah,
pretty much the next
that
show. I was like, was that already in the works? And we've been talking, and then like you said, this is a huge test. You hadn't wrestled for a little while here, and every time you did come back, you were suffering neck pain. So we'll try and show that clip. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the match number five: Super K versus Josh Alexander. This one has commentary. Paul Wright and Joe Dog. Clay Wilson, the referee in this one. This was at the Reggie Marley Elian Habanero retirement show.
And I don't think I've ever seen anybody deliver pile drivers the way Josh Alexander delivers them. He actually corks through spins in the air just to put a little extra torque and a little extra pain on it, because that's how Josh Alexander works.
Yeah.
Now, sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, pile driver's devastating enough, but with that extra torque, that extra momentum.
That's right. That's what Josh
Alexander. These are some of their types, though. The black with the red slashes
even
in
an
them.
armbar like we're seeing here now.
Yeah, they're like
and just
they're
putting
PCV,
a little bit of walking
like
weapon on it as he throws
so
Super K out to the floor.
Can only imagine.
They're terrible on outdoor shows.
Lots of Canada matches,
but getting sound off them is amazing.
That's awesome. He wanted to get punished for 2 years.
That's right.
To become, well, as you say, the walking weapon.
That's right.
This match was for the Pure Violence Championship. Josh was champion at the time, I believe.
This is shortly after I came back.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody better than the walking weapon.
I took 2.5 years off with a neck injury,
Pure Violence Championship, though.
shoulder injury, kind of. I actually wasn't sure I was going to come back at all at this point, but
no. And then Josh as well, a guy who also had the broken neck and was able to come back. So very fortunate to have you two still wrestling.
He was just coming back at this time too, and then he just went on like a whole nother level than everyone else.
For sure.
So that's just the way I'm going to put it. You can just see it. I could see it. It was very much developing right at this time.
He's been on fire for many years now, and
especially right now, like the stuff he's
hell
doing.
of a match to come back to.
And he does have some.
And it's cool though because were you scared at all? Because in the early days, Super Carry was loved. Suicide Sean Paul was loved. Were you scared to come back 2.5 years later and be like, "Am I going to be remembered still? Can I still go?" Like,
Yeah. I didn't know where I was going to fit in, to be honest with you. If I was going to fit in at all, or you had a totally new roster. Some old guys, some new guys. You know, a lot of. It was hard to say. It was tough.
you were on the first ever show. You were on the
Dead scissors there.
nice. Everyone loves it when you go for that 519, 619. Oh,
like you said, you didn't have a high flyer, so I kind of fit in pretty nicely. I thought.
yeah. And that's kind of been what you've been doing for years for PWA. You've always been like kind of the standard for high flyers for us.
Yes, that's right. That's pure violence here, and Josh Alexander. We kind of thought maybe would be out of his element, but nobody really knows.
I mean, if you know my history, I started wrestling Eric Young in high school, and it's just the style I love. And you'll see my matches with him later. He actually is just him and Josh are a lot alike. Wrestling him and Josh are a lot alike. They're so good at taking the high flying stuff.
I never had the privilege of wrestling Eric Young, but man, I can only imagine. And these always come in hot. Yeah, they get you those nice drop kicks, those springboard drop kicks of yours, and
hard not to come in hot on that one.
Yeah, when you launch yourself, you launch yourself. Oh,
another stiff one when I hit it.
There's a lot of nice counters here, and
yeah, I mean,
different exchanges.
Josh is just so good at taking all this stuff. And just, this hurt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just gonna boom. Sorry, making sure everything's set up on all the pages.
That is disgusting.
Showdown calling it. He's called match of the year since the French club, so it's pretty cool to have him
Especially the element day Showdown is great.
He had to slow Super K down, and once he did that, he's just picking his spot here and trying to figure out his game as he stalks his prey. Is the walking weapon? Oh, and a knee to the face of Super K.
Josh is very calculating, very methodical. He'll go after not one but two body parts at a time, thinking 3 moves ahead. This guy does.
That's right, Josh Alexander. He is, as I said, I don't think I've ever seen him outnumbered. He's been here in the PWA with us since 2006, I believe. He was here in the PWA, and we're happy to have him back, obviously. But Super K's been with us a long time too. These guys know each other. They probably watched each other's matches, and I think they might.
Did you ever wrestle Josh when he was Jay Phoenix a few times?
Yeah.
I was gonna say a couple times, eh?
I was Holly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
And did you see him turning into this later? Because he was always hungry. Even when he was younger, he was always wanting to get better and do more.
Even when I first came Super K, I wrestled him way back then, too. I remember. I think for when that Champ Monkey show.
Okay, yep.
I think I was Super K then. I just became Super K.
Don't count Super K out. He's the pure violence champion for a reason. He didn't win it on a fluke.
And the Alpine Club's a tricky place to wrestle because there's cables up there. There's wooden beams up there. There's a light around there. So being a high flyer, like how challenging is that for you? Because you actually try and fly around some of these objects.
It was hard to. You have to like rearrange what you want to do and stuff. Like doing the line salt, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
That's right.
You have no room, so it's definitely challenging. You pulled it off many times, though.
Still a great place to wrestle.
observation,
Yeah.
Paul. Absolutely.
Just awesome.
It's been many years of wrestling there, and it's kind of like a home base.
But once again, Super K, he's pulling surprises out left and right. You never know what he's got up his sleeve. He
Always
may
good times
here,
there.
At this point, it certainly looks like Josh Alexander.
Do you remember, like, your first match was against?
My first match is Super K.
Yeah. Well, not Super K, as in PWA.
Was against Cody Steele.
It was Cody Steele, yes, Cody Deaner.
I was
That's
Bali.
a fantastic match too, as Bali. That's a really good match.
Yeah, I
actually.
kind of regret coming to you as Bali with the Bali character. Because I always found I was better in a mask, and then I wrestled. Because you'll find out later, I guess, show those matches, but I started my career off with a mask and then quickly took it off. But
ooh, heavy hands.
Yeah, famous for that.
We had a match at the Alpine Club, and just seeing it out there, we had the table up there. One of those tables that just didn't want to break for us. You came off the top, I think,
The
twice.
Invincible table, yeah.
Oh man, crazy.
As you said, there's not always about tables.
We weren't the only ones that tried to break that table.
No. That's up and over.
There we go. I can't do it as good as him. He kicks my ass.
Man. It's awesome though. After this match, I'm sure you knew you're back.
Yeah, that's what I mean. This was a good test for me. I knew I was back at this point.
Awesome.
I was testing myself at this point.
Yeah, I kind of remember you coming to me. I can wrestle these guys because they're just kind of putting you in matches. And wrestle like I wasn't giving you really big matches at all, just matches. And you're like, well, I'm not getting any bigger guys. Like you're just kind of keeping me here. I can do this. So
Yeah.
I do recall that.
Yeah, at first I said I want to take things easy.
Oh.
Then I was like, okay, no, I'm done taking it easy.
Full speed.
Whoa! Somehow Josh Alexander able to kick out.
Have you seen the angle of that
No.
Super K did not have all his weight on that DDT.
That's right.
Tweaked the neck a bit.
I enjoy the commentary. You guys can find all these matches on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/365 Pro Wrestling. There's thousands of matches up there, so definitely check that out. There's more than 5 Super K matches up there, that's for sure.
Standing switch there by Josh
Here we
Alexander.
go.
As he whips into the ropes. Oh, but Super K holds on.
Oh,
Super K with a kick to the face of Josh Alexander.
nice shot.
Super K got in store here now as he goes up. Look at this.
Line salt.
Can't do my line salts at the open club. It goes sideways. That's okay though.
Oh,
That was pretty good.
that's wild.
Referee ran out of room.
Here he goes. 519. Whoa, misses the 519. Alexander on the outside. Alexander.
Tries to evade. Suicide dive. Damn, all the way back.
Both men, Super K and Josh Alexander lands on the entrance steps.
Both guys just got the fourth row just got a face full of both guys. Super K really put his body into that.
That's right. That's Super K sails to the outside and forces Josh Alexander all the way back to the steps. Now both men are on the outside, but hey, no.
Do you like doing intermission and like meeting all the fans as well? Because you've been like one of the favorites for a long time, so you met a lot of these people in the crowd.
It's one of the best things about wearing a mask. I don't know if it's easier to get over but intermissions has always been good to me.
I think it's got to be the right person though, and the right guy under the mask. Because some people just don't fit when they wear the mask, and for you, it seems to be like second nature. Oh, look at the rails on that thing. That is a solid table.
That's Invincible.
I would say so. And the kids are already like, we know how this works. They're shuffling over a little bit. Very cool. You guys also wrestled in Cambridge, didn't you? And then maybe Did you do a tag match as well against Josh and somebody? I don't know. I think
No, it
there's
was
2
a
or 3
singles.
matches.
That was my
Okay.
first match back.
Man.
Super K is in
No, my first match back was against Brandon Jacobs.
Okay.
And then it might have been Josh, I think.
Maybe looking for that plancha.
Here he goes. Super K. Oh, Josh out of the way. Oh, but Super K sees him, and he's able to put the brakes on.
Josh was pure honest champ, but tried to do like a kind of a Gaza style where he didn't use weapons so much.
He was the story here is he was the weapon.
Exactly.
I think we kind of tell it here coming up.
Because he's a tough guy. He's going to be hard to get him to stay on that table, even if you are Super K.
Oh, there's comments. I've been so watching the match that I forget to look at that.
Super K bouncing Josh Alexander.
You got Lefty saying chops. Wait, so you're telling me Suicide Sean Ball and Super K? We never confirmed that, Hainsley.
What did that say?
We'll go back to it. For that power bomb.
Oh, he knows that.
Oh, mask or not, that's gonna hurt the face. Oh, that's a nice crunch. Looking at the table.
He's gonna.
What he's got planned here for Super K, but it's not going to be good. What is this? Super K, Josh Alexander to his feet, and Josh Alexander picking up Super K. Super K.
So this is where he pretty much tells the story that
Josh isn't going to go for it. What is this?
He doesn't need the weapons.
Yeah.
Josh doesn't want. Josh is folding up that. He's closing up shop. He's closing up and he's putting the table back. He wants nothing to do with it because he's the walking weapon. He doesn't need any weapons to take out Super K, I think is the message he's trying to convey.
Joe Dog covered it.
Definitely. No, love it. And I think he was the first pure honest champion since Gaze to kind of take that mentality into it all. And Gaze was champ back in like 05 or 06. Like, it's been over a decade. Oh, hooks him up.
Oh, Josh Alexander kicks out of that. There's a kick to the gut. Alexander catches it and a hard blow to the face.
Man.
I love his blows. This does him so good.
Definitely.
Super K was able to get out of the way. Here comes that 519. Alexander with the wherewithal to scoop him up. Uh-oh.
And this is one way to test the neck. Oh, his hand. Oh.
I let go, too. That's a huge mistake. That's my bad.
What a match. All right, I'm going to go back to the two of us. How were you feeling after that match immediately? Because that had to have been painful. No? You're all good?
A good test for me. Yeah. I knew after that's when I came up to you and I said, yeah, I'm back.
Awesome.
That was it. That's one of my favorite matches.
Man. The next one actually surprised me. I liked it. It was a really good matchup. This was in Guelph, Ontario. I'll let you introduce it.
This is actually was supposed to be like a revenge match. I see this guy he broke my leg, and then he went back to Newfoundland. We didn't see him for years, and then I guess he was just going to show up on our anniversary show. I think it's the weekend that we were switching to 365. I can't quite remember. It's a fairly recent show. But anyway, it's against the Bulldog, Brandon Hines. And I'm just kidding, but it's not, it wasn't a revenge match. I'm just kidding, but he did hurt my leg years ago, and then he left. And I really wanted this match because if you remember, Eddie, I did request, as soon as you posted that he was coming, I requested this match. And he was supposed to think it was so I can break his leg, but that's what I wanted him to think. But anyway, no. This was when, I think it was the anniversary or the weekend that we were switching to 365, the last PWA show.
All right, so here we are.
If I can remember.
Super K versus Bulldog, Brandon Haynes. This was just before we switched to 365. This could have been
this
kind of
was
our final weekend. And I was surprised Bulldog got better because when he left, he was
That's
very
what I mean.
new.
He left us in Ontario for years.
Yeah.
And I seen that he got way better.
Yeah.
We had good matches when he was here, and just it was more of the atmosphere of the night and like this weekend. There was just a vibe in the air, and I just requested the match with him for the weekend because I knew we had a couple matches and shit going on, and I wasn't really booked in matches. And I was just like, give me Brandon sometime this weekend. And I'm glad it was this night. And just the crowd was amazing for us.
And we don't have the volume locked up very loud, but it was loud in there.
It was.
It was so loud.
And
I think this might have been the opener.
If you actually wouldn't have let me pick matches from back in the day, this might have been number one. Wow. This is definitely my favorite match from recent. From like being back from my injury, I think.
Nice. Did you make sure not to pick any Bali matches?
I did that on purpose, yeah.
Yes, okay. Because I was a little surprised there wasn't any you and Elian, even though we'd seen a couple of you and Elian on his top fives. And I posted some of my favorites.
I feel bad for not picking you and Elian both in matches. One reason is our match from my Super K debut from Sault Ste. Marie isn't there, or that would have been probably number 5 instead of the Josh Alexander match, because that's when he gave me that super lung blower off the top of the ladder.
It was a huge ladder.
What a clothesline.
Yeah, inside out. And Brandon's
I had that match. That's one of my favorite matches.
Brandon's a southpaw. Was it different? Eating it from the left, or it was all the same?
Yeah, that was a lefty.
Yeah. I remember I wrestled Jordy Taylor the first time, and I'm feeding in to get big punch to the head, and he hits me the left side. It almost knocked me out, man. It was crazy. I was expecting it from the right, so.
The crowd reacts to every single little thing in this match. That's why I love it.
They're jumping up in the background. You can see with their twos.
Background there. Like, he could have just grabbed a headlock here and held it. They would have loved it. But, like, we only had, 10 minutes, I think, so we just went full tilt. And
nice.
I just love the spots we did in this match and the crowd reactions. And just they were into it. It was easy. Another thing I liked about it was just so easy. I think at this age, easy is good.
Oh, that was pretty sweet, man. No full house there in Guelph.
Yeah.
Jeff Black has the lights up, which always adds to the atmosphere. Crowd just loving it, eating it up. And it's pretty cool too because Bulldog Brandon Haynes, you were up here when he was starting out, type thing, and now for him to step up and get a wrestle with you, that must have been a huge thing for him as well. I might be wrong, but I think it being Cambridge guys, being adopted Cambridge people, it's kind of cool to wrestle that guy who's up to here and got to that level.
I knew he liked our matches from years before in his early days. And there's another reason why I requested this match. As soon as I knew he was coming to town, I wanted this match.
Are there any matches?
You can't back row.
Nice power slam though off that. Are there any matches that you requested that you remember me saying no? Because I'm sure there's some, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
I don't. You've never really said no too much.
Most of the time it makes sense or it fits, or if you're not in something, why not try and put you in a match against someone you want to work with? But
Kobe Durson's starting to come around a lot, and I work him.
That would be great too.
He's on. Except for the 4-way at the Barney thing.
Yeah,
I worked him. not singles. So.
I never got to see that match because I was at MCW that night, so I left you guys all together, and I went to the next show.
All right, I remember that.
Referee Old School giving Bulldog the "Let's go" treatment.
I love Old School.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite referee, or someone you like to work with when, like, at different stages in your career?
Do I have a referee preference?
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say.
I think Harry D is probably the best in Ontario.
Definitely.
He's actually in a couple of my matches coming up next.
Oh, Cannonball gets hung up to dry. Lefty saying Super K needs a title on his shoulders.
Big Cannonball miss. This is where it gets exciting.
Oh, bottom rope with the leg getting hit.
Yeah, I missed the buckle.
There's more. They're just cables under that with a hose, so like they hurt.
And they're tight.
Oh, that's a big body coming at you.
You can move it though.
Yep, you definitely can. That's what I was so surprised about when he started coming back once in a while. He'd like to come back for the Canada Day events, but I think this year was canceled. They didn't have us, so then he made his way for this trip.
It's where he broke my leg. Canada.
Oh man.
I dove and I missed him.
Man.
But I really messed up my leg that day. And I think it was our last match we had ever before this one.
Man. When you were Bali, you wrestled Reggie Marley and you did that outside moonsault to the outside. And you went so high up, but then just started coming right down. I thought you were going to be hurt then, but right on top of Reggie. Oh, climbing up. High Rent District.
Watch the roof.
Yep. Nice. Oh, followed up.
Another reason why I picked this match is right here.
Have to go into Parka.
Right here. I haven't got one of these in a while, so this felt good.
This is awesome. It's cool that you absorbed it too. You didn't like keep going.
No, that's why I sat down.
Yeah.
Just absorb it. It's been a while since I heard it, to be honest with you. They want it.
Oh, they did indeed. Oh. Man, big up on the ball driver. And the win. And the crowd went nuts there. Like they were on top of their feet.
That's why I like that match so much, just because the crowd alone. They were just so hot.
All right, I'm gonna try to show something from earlier that kept you out. We'll see if it might kick the other matches out of the sync, and then I'm gonna have to put them back in. But I'm gonna see what I could do here. Let me see. Boom. Oh. This is a spot. I'm like this. It's crazy. It was a MCW event. We wrestled a lot before this took place. Many times we wrestled, but this was pretty gross move here. I'm just trying to get it all queued up at your request. But we had a match. It was a tables match. It was the first MCW show, and people were like, "Why is it a table match?" But I think we wrestled like week after week after week. Oh, so we got Bulldog Brandon Haynes here. One of my favorites as well. Thank you again, brother.
Welcome, man.
All right, here's some ouch. So I'm gonna try and share the screen. Bam. I'm going to turn the audio on this one because just the noises. Wow. So here we go. This is an MCW show.
Jeez. Yeah.
Years ago.
So actually,
Wow, you're in phenomenal shape. And I'm not quite as round.
I actually hit the floor here a little bit.
Oh, just damn.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit. That's put me out for about 2.5 years. I didn't know what was going on. Just shit went numb.
I try to get on my thighs there, but I think because I have my hand up here, and usually I hold here and here. I had you lower too, and then we hit the table, and then there was another fall. It was a lot, but you can see there, like you're crunched
It
up.
wasn't so bad because this hurt, but it was a week later where I tried to wrestle because I was booked again in the weekend after, and all I did was spear Sean the ref, and my shoulder was already really sore from that table spot, and then I speared the ref, and it put my shoulder right out, and then that's when I think I had to give up the title, the PWA Championship.
I think we did a 4-way for it, but you're hurting in it.
Hurt, yeah. I think I went to Boomers and lost it to Gaza.
Oh, man.
I think.
Beauty. Ouch. I can play those slower for you. So we had Hainsey saying, who's the ref? And I guess it was Bulldog in that match. That was probably,
Nice.
2000?
Yeah, he was the ref. Yeah.
And then that was Gross. We had Japarka, Beauty. And then we had Fuck Me Ouch. So, yeah, you were out for quite a while. And it was different because you were kind of the main top good guy in the whole thing, right? Like you won the belt.
Yeah, it was
and
hard
then
to get away from at that time because, like you said, I was in shape. I was your champ. We were main eventing MCW too. It was, it was a tough time to walk away from.
And then you just wouldn't go to the hospital though.
No, I didn't.
Just kept working out, and then you get hurt again. Like you kept trying to get better and better and better, and then like have setback after setback. Because there was a couple times like I think I can actually, and then you gave up. You're like, no, you know what, I'm not. And then you're like, I want to come back.
I took it easy for a long time, and then like because my shoulder like they hurt just to touch, like it was insane. And then I started feeling way better, and then I started working out, and I started doing chin-ups, and I did something again while I was doing chin-ups at the gym, and it did the same feeling. Everything went numb. I went back to. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not going back."
And it's super scary because you got a family, you the kids, like you have responsibilities, and to be hurt like that is terribly terribly scary. So there's another time when I was involved in this one too with you. There's two actual times we tried to pull off a powerbomb Hurricanrana with Rip Impact.
Mm-hmm.
And I had Rip up for a powerbomb, and then you jumped up and he was going to powerbomb you, but you just went like backwards head first, and it was ouch. And then it was me and Butcher Khartoum, Kingdom James, and we did the big LOD Doomsday.
Yeah.
And I thought you were going all the way over, and there's another one where you landed high. So I'm just happy you're back because that was pretty scary and sad times. But now you're still wrestling and you're doing really good things at a pretty high level as well. Like you didn't step back and just accept I'm going to wrestle. You're still wrestling at a very high level.
I did at first. At first, I was just like, because you're having like really good shows. I was like, I got to be part of this. And like, I was still hurt, and I came back and I took it easy. And then at one point, I was just like, no, I don't care anymore. Just whatever. Give me whatever. I'm back. I was still hurt, but I was like, I'm back. I tested it out for a while. It seemed okay. But,
no.
Yeah.
And then I always laugh because your kids were like, we lived in the same apartment building for a while. I get signed sometimes with them hating on me. I get boo Eddie all the time.
You made we used to live in the same apartment building, not the same apartments.
No.
On the first floor, I was on the 8th floor.
You gotta start somewhere. I was low.
We came home from a show at the Alpine one night, and you did something to really piss off Abby. You said something to her. You were just a big heel. I don't know. But she wrote a letter, and she made me go down, take her down. She knocked it. She taped it to your door. She knocked on it. She ran away, and it was just the greatest thing.
I was like, oh no.
Yeah, she just played Nikki Nine door. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And she wrote you some letter calling you a jerk or something.
Man.
It was so fun.
All right, well, let's rewind and let's talk about match number 3.
Okay, so this is where we go back all the way to 1999. I started off in a mask. I only lasted like 2 matches into the indies, and I took it off to do like a tag with Danger Boy and Eric Wild. We were Air Extreme. And so these are matches that I had before I took the mask off. These ended up being my favorite matches. This next one here is against this guy. See, I grew up with this guy, Eric Young. And this next match is which one is it? It's our first match with Joe. Joe used to do these shows, and did he actually do shows with you and Elian when you guys started?
There was a couple shows, but it was mainly Sid Summers and Juan Ortiz who ran those shows, and
always wanted to
Ike was there as well.
You guys ever did shows? So anyway, yeah, we went to the Hart Brothers school, same school like Eddie and Elian went, just like 2 years before them or so. And Joe, we used to do ACW shows, and then because Joe wouldn't let us on his shows, and then this is when he finally let me and Eric on one of his shows, and it was just full of big names like King Kong Bundy. Like it was just full. The whole card was just full of big names. It was at the Cops Coliseum. It was like sold out, and he let me and Eric Young on this show, and here it is. It was.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna pause that for a minute because we're a little bit in. I want to make sure this is the right match before we did it.
If anyone recognizes that guy?
What's he got?
Hockey. Any hockey fans?
That's I know his name. Yes, Jeff Merrick.
He's a hockey broadcaster. He used to do this for all the Joe shows.
I think I had a picture of him and Tid that I gave Tid on his birthday
he used
one
to
year.
work with Tid. That's how he got Tid got him in this.
Look at this. You got Pyro.
Yeah, we had Pyro and everything. And this is my first show ever. Ever.
What a way to start.
This is May 1st, 1999.
This is awesome.
Cops Coliseum. First show, like how not a lot of people can say that. The first show was sold out. Cops Coliseum. No. You got a bunch of big names watching you.
Man. How old were you at this point in life?
We weren't long getting those dark matches for WCW tryouts after this. It was nuts.
It's just crazy.
It was crazy how opportunities came up right away, and then like all of a sudden like nothing. Like it was so hard.
Everything started shutting down at that point too. Like WCW went under, then WCW went under.
And I wish like at the time, like I think about it now, like it was so stupid because at the time I was just like a WWE fan, and like to me WCW was the enemy, and like we were getting brought to Nitros to get dark matches, and I wasn't even excited because I was just like, it's not the WWE, and that's just the way I thought back then. And like thinking back now, I was like, why was I so stupid? Like being for WCW would have been like so awesome, and like there's like 3 different times we got backstage, and like I wasn't even like I remember not even caring. I was like,
man,
it's not the Fed.
Sorry, I don't have the audio too much on the match, just so you can hear Super K and I. But I'll turn it up a bit for you, Lefty. Hopefully that helps out.
There's
Man,
there is good commentary there. It comes in.
there is? Okay, let me see if I can.
I think Jeff Merritt, he jumps on the commentary too.
Very nice. All right. So this is ICW. I wish I had all the tapes from them.
Yeah, I thought I did. I thought I had more tapes, but
Man, sponsored by Domino's. Nice. Oh, you can't hear us talking. Okay. I heard us on my phone here when I was watching, so. Talking. Okay. I heard us on my
well, it's repeating now.
Yeah, still hear us.
At the Hamilton Convention Center. Well, it's about time. What are those technicians doing in the back with this thing? We got stuff to say. We need to be talking out here.
Suicide Carlos Ortega, currently in control. The director, Eric Young, just as I say that.
So Carlos Ortega was like a gimmick that Joe gave me.
He dropped it right across that barrier. The director.
That's
Nolan James saying hello.
He sees every wrestling match just like it's a movie. He's the director. He's signing the checks. He's running business. I like him.
The director, Eric Young. I remember that.
If you didn't gather by our opening, I think I'm going to have my hands full tonight. Irish rip into the corner.
How surreal was it for you? Like you said, Cops Coliseum, Hamilton, Ontario, wrestling a guy you grew up with in front of a sold-out crowd, pyro, living your dream. Like, this must have been amazing.
It was insane.
But folks,
Man, Joe used to do really good shows.
Definitely.
But he just tried to screw everyone over, I think.
Unfortunately.
That's for sure. I'm with you on that one, Bubba. He's the big man. Look at him.
Running suplex.
Big running suplex. Sends Ortega to the
Hippie
back.
used to use that back in the day.
And he
Yeah,
is
this
now
was
feeling
us
the
as
effects.
kids
The
going
director
from being in
working
high
on
school
the
wrestling in our
extremities now,
trampoline to this.
standing on the back of his
This was
thigh.
awesome
What do you
to
mean he's
us.
working on the lower extremities?
Working on the legs, Bubs. Look at this bridge and cradle.
Just working on the audio here. Hopefully that helps out.
Big Bubba's doing, isn't it? Oh, and a powerful slam.
Did you guys know a while
director
before
going
doing
to
this
the
match that
outside
you're
to
going to
the
have
top
it?
rope.
Or
I think
was
it's
it
a
like,
little
all
early
right,
to do
you're on the
this.
show
Oh, no, the
next
director,
week?
He's great at these high flying.
Yeah, it was only like a week in advance. He
An amazing flying
let us
elbow
do a
off the
couple
top by the
ACW
director.
shows
Well executed.
before
I don't
this.
know. I think Carlos
And then
Ortega,
we went
he's got
home
that
to
mask
Dresden
on. We
and
don't
that,
know
and
who
we
he
did
is.
ACW
Right
shows
now, I
down
don't
there.
think he knows who he is.
Yeah.
And then
What is happening
we
here,
came
folks?
back,
You can
and that's
tell
when he
Dan
was like,
Devola,
okay, there's
Randy,
shows at the
Clint,
Cops
Bubba
Coliseum.
O'Neill.
Blah, blah. And
Definitely
at that
taking
time, I'm pretty sure
the
you two are
wrong
going to
side
be
of
on.
the fence here. I don't think the fans in Hamilton
What an
will
elbow drop
agree
as well that just happened.
the
He always
side
had
of
a
the-
I don't
beautiful
really care.
elbow drop.
I look
Halfway
at
across the
look at
ring.
things the way I want to look at him. And Ortega, look at that. Nice reversal.
Oh, and an awesome enziguri there from Carlos Ortega.
All I can say about Ortega is that he's got a mask on. And when you had a mask on, Steve, you've got bad self-esteem. You're ashamed of something. And that's why Ortega's going to get his butt kicked.
So even back then, I used
Ortega
to
has
do
impressed
this.
me. Great scientific
That's awesome.
wrestler.
I used to do in a combo though.
Another amazing drop kick there from Ortega.
Coming right off the outside over the top rope and a flying leg drop now.
Like drop
Same
combo.
maneuver,
And he's
catapulting
going for a pin.
himself. There's a
So you
two
mentioned
count
you're a
and almost three.
WWF guy.
Little bit
Did you
lazy,
like the
little bit
cruiserweights in
lazy there. I
WCW, or
think
like
this man does
did
not
you
Yeah,
watch
but-
it much?
what he has to do to take
But
the
it
Or was
was
it-
director out.
starting
you just-
at like this time.
Yeah,
Like Rey
Strong
Mysterio
right
was
hand.
just getting there.
man.
Irish rip across goes the director.
It's crazy.
Oh, and a flying leg
And then,
drop.
like,
See the
Canyon
elevation
took one look
there
at us
by the
and-
director and a little pose. And
and
see, this
took
is what
us
I don't
there.
like, gentlemen.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
he was
That's
recruiting
right.
cruiserweights.
When you're a good-looking guy,
And
when
he
you got
brought
a
us
nice,
there.
clean, trim
And then
body,
we almost
you can do all
had-
the
we had
posing that you want.
Tryouts then,
You
and
know how it
then
works.
we
Fox
went
Rock,
back again with
always have
Bulldog
agents
too.
in the audience. They're always looking for new talent. The director's just showing everybody what
Yeah,
he's
Bulldog
got.
tried really
Show
hard.
of strength here, and the director in
That's
control.
awesome.
Flips over Ortega, still holds on. Looks like he's gonna flip him again. A couple back body drops.
I do have a match. I don't know if you know this. I did wrestle
supremacy
Tyson
of the
Kidd
director.
back in the
Body
day
to
too,
body suplex.
Oh, yeah?
An
for
amazing,
Joe.
almost
I didn't
But
know
I
that.
don't have it,
Superman
or that
suplex
would have been
there.
on here.
Absolutely phenomenal.
That'd been awesome to see.
Because he was around with us back then too, back in the day. Because he used to hang out with Bulldog.
Nice.
Bulldog would come to the school and bring him. And
Man.
Ringside, ICW action.
Was Harry with him as well at that point?
Hey, Big Bubba, I
No.
heard you were up
No,
for that
just
new Star
Tyson.
Wars movie. You were
No,
gonna
never
play
met
Jabba the
Harry.
Hutt's brother.
And this ring's 20 foot, not 18, not 16. This is a
Really
big ring.
really hard to do springboards,
And the director's
but really
calling
nice
for an
ring.
instant
Other than
replay.
that.
And the ring ropes are rope. They're not cable.
Yeah. I couldn't master springboarding on him.
Man.
Ortega off the side ropes.
Oh.
I love
Oh,
doing
and
that.
they're spilling out right in front of us. Oh my God, the action's
Landed right on my
in
feet.
front of us.
That's
Once
awesome.
again in ICW, there's no ring that can contain the ICW superstars. They've taken out to the floor and then some.
The director
Did
right in front of us.
when did ICW fold and ACW become the main promotion?
You know what?
This was the first ICW show he did.
Oh wow.
An unbelievable somersault over the top.
So it didn't last very long at all then.
Once he realized he had a whole class full of pretty good students, I guess. That's why he started letting us do ACW shows.
Man.
I forget who started bugging. He's like, let these guys do shows. And then we're like, I bet you we can sell out if we go home. And
Yeah.
he eventually let us.
Did you ever work with Sid Summers back in these days, or was he just after you, or like?
He was training.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, and a swinging Hurricane Rana.
satellite Hurricanrana, head scissors.
These guys
Now that Ortega, he has no right doing this. You wrestle in the
Have you
ring,
thought about
not going to the change room.
ending Super K and coming back as Ortega? Like 365 is kind of new. We just took that huge break again, and it's been over a year since we've had an event in Ontario. Like, what are your thoughts going into this new promotion and this whenever we get to do it again?
Mark my word.
I would stay as Super K. The whole reason was just to put the mask back on. And I didn't really like this because it was Joe's gimmick, and we all know how we feel about Joe. So that's why I wouldn't use it after.
That makes sense.
He better be careful. He better be careful with the director. You never know. These moves don't always pay
Man.
off. These high-risk moves.
Oh, wheelbarrow.
See? What did I tell you?
Almost fell.
Oh,
a big maneuver off the top.
That's
absolutely
huge.
amazing DDT off the top rope.
This is a see that? That was like a
Yep.
modified version of the ball driver before it was the
Man.
ball driver. Before I lift the guy up,
Yeah.
that was like what I. You know why I stopped doing that? Because Edge
Well, you
started
wouldn't
doing
know
that.
that, Fox
I was gonna
Brothers.
say it's like the execution or
He
whatever
was
he
just
called
making
it.
it to the
I've never
Fed
even seen you
at this
sweat.
point because he and Christian just left Joe's school
Man.
and they were just making it, and he started doing that, so I stopped.
Oh, beautiful.
I also used to do the 450.
And he gets the win. Ladies and
Man.
gentlemen,
Well, that was my first match ever.
Carlos Ortega.
I like that.
Well, he may
That's a hell of a
That's
first
Jeff
match
Mann.
ever. Like that's crazy. But so going from there, we have your second match, and back to you.
All right, this one's a little special because this next opponent is actually my brother. Not a lot of people in the business know I have a brother in the business, but he didn't last very long. This is the only singles match we ever had. We had a few tag matches later on in NSP. But yeah, here it is. We grew up watching wrestling with my dad, and we used to mimic stuff when we could, when we were like 4 or 5 years old. And there's like a special spot in this match that we used to do as like 3, 4-year-old kids. And we'll wait till we get to that point, and I'll tell you. But we just, as soon as we knew we were having this match, we just had to throw it in there. And even though it didn't make sense to do, we had to do it. If you notice,
Where is this match?
This is in Oshawa. This
Okay.
is May 2nd, 1999. This is the day after the match we just watched. We were on a little tour, ICW tour. We went from Hamilton to Oshawa. This is some arena in Oshawa. Not really sure.
Pyro again. Like, this is pretty amazing setup. Huge crowds in arenas, pyro, big matches. Like, this is wild.
This is my second match. So
1999.
this is my second match ever.
Crazy.
And this is my brother, Romeo Adams.
Yeah. The legend. To
The
the people
legend.
who know.
He was good. He was real good.
Man,
He had a good gimmick.
definitely.
He had a real good gimmick, especially when his hair got long. It was good. See what I almost did there? Remember that kid that broke his legs doing that jump? I just did it. And my leg buckled. I don't know if anyone noticed that. But I do the jump off the turnbuckle and my leg buckles. I almost do the. Oh, did you rewind it?
Yeah. I gotta check this out. I gotta.
So there's that kid that went viral that broke his legs from doing the exact same jump. Watch my leg buckle. I almost break my legs. This is a dangerous jump to do.
Oh, yeah.
My leg almost buckled there.
That's crazy.
The exact same jump.
So going into this match, like, for others, like, that's pretty amazing. Like, were you guys hyped up for weeks on this, or was it? Or I guess you only knew a week going in, but like, how excited were you guys to wrestle each other?
Pretty excited.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. Like, we used to do this as kids.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's a thing in here that we do that we used to do as kids. We grew up on a farm. So we had a barn with a hayloft. And we just spread the hay out and wrestle in it.
That's awesome. Ooh.
So yeah, we did quite the spot there.
And there's a slew of you guys. It's not just 2 or 3. Like, there's like quite a group, was there not?
Yeah. We all used to just wrestle in high school together. Because there's TJ Harley.
Yep.
There's a bunch. There's some that came up to the school and then I'm just going back home.
TJ's now here on the West Coast. It's pretty awesome to have him out here just helping before events, and just such a good wrestler. And his new character is amazing as well.
Yeah, I seen the promos.
Thelonious.
I was loving those.
So good. So good up. Man. Who was the trainer at this point? Was it Joey Legend, or was it like Showtime kind of taking over? Like, because I know like trainers kind of like came and gone at points there.
Carl LeDuc.
Oh, it was LeDuc. Nice.
Yeah. LeDuc and Joe got in some sort of fight or something. Spat.
Yeah.
He left. And that's when Eric became the trainer. And then that didn't last long because we all quit.
And then I came in after that. I think Eileen before me. Eileen was there a year before me, but we had Juan Ortiz and Sid Summers, and then Sid went to Tennessee for a long while, and then Juan had some other commitments, so Carl came back. So that was pretty cool.
And at the time, Juan, he didn't. I think he used to just rent the ring from Joe.
Yeah, for the kids.
He used to hold an amateur class.
Yeah.
And he didn't train with us. He wasn't a pro wrestler. He was an amateur. Like, he had a big amateur background. I knew that. He had a lot of kids, and they were good, and he was really good.
I only sat in on one class, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy crap! Like, these kids can go.
No, they used to do it before our class, so I used to watch.
Here's your combo. Guillotine leg drop.
I couldn't springboard in that ring, so it was the slingshot. And then it became the one-footed.
True. This is awesome.
Yeah, another big crowd. Flip up.
Big powerbomb. That would be like a staple in our repertoire when we wrestle each other, the roll-up powerbomb. You sometimes just look at me and like, I think I know what he's thinking. And yeah, usually it worked out.
Big leg drop too here.
Holy crap.
Huge.
Oh, that was awesome. I love the celebration. Did it find you a while to like have like kind of a personality, because you're brand new here? Like, I know when I first started, it was kind of hard, but like I didn't have a mask or anything, so I'm just gonna yell at people because I'm a bad guy and it's easy. But like for a good guy, like was it hard at first, or like when
I
did you
found the
become
mask
comfortable?
made things easier. You know, I thought I used to do matches in training, not wear it. I could tell the difference when I put it on. So right here,
Oh,
it says we used to do this as kids. This is why we do
that's
this
awesome.
in the match, even though it doesn't really make sense to do. And
Nice.
I actually wanted him to go around one more time there because he was actually supposed to hit the tombstone.
Oh, jeez.
And turn things around at that point, but I couldn't go back around.
Do you know who the ref is right now?
His name was Johnny. He was just a kid at the school at the time.
I was wondering if it was
he just kind of disappeared after we
Jay Chambers, Jay Smith.
No, that's not him, no.
Oh, big kick out.
So we were only like, well, he's a year older than me.
Yeah.
He was maybe 5, I was 4, maybe, when we realized we can do that.
That's crazy. And you guys used to always wrestle around, like it was just part of life?
I remember watching Saturday morning. Of course, if it came on the TV, we would start going nuts, you know?
For sure.
Or you start mimicking stuff, you know?
My brother didn't like wrestling, so I was on my own there, but I had some good friends. Oh.
This might be one of the biggest plancha flips I ever do. From corner to corner. Ends up being a pretty big one.
Oh! What a flip.
Plancha flip.
Jeez. Just monstrous.
There were such exciting times back then. Like, the opportunities I got right away was just phenomenal. And that's why you see, like, Eric, he was with us. We made it very easily. But he always stood out in our group. We always said when we were growing up, like, man, this guy's going to make it somewhere. Like, he always just led us everywhere.
That's awesome.
He used to throw legendary parties, and I mean legendary, like the entire high school. Like, that's why we knew it was so easy to go down there and do shows and stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Tornado DDT, perhaps? Yep. Oh, no. Man.
So I've never even wrestled in front of this crowd before, and they're already yelling out, 350. I don't even know how they know.
Damn. This is crazy. Did you ever meet Lenny Lilac at the ICW or Hart Brothers?
Lenny?
Yeah. He was in the office, but I don't know if it was before you got there or after.
Yeah, I know.
He did stuff with to get Edge and Christian there.
Lenny did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Lenny till like PWA days.
Yeah.
I remember meeting him. He said he's always known of me. He's never met me. I was like, oh. But yeah, I don't remember him from the school at all.
Oh, wow.
So see, there's the modified ball driver again.
That's awesome.
That's how I used to do it.
Oh,
it was supposed to be the setup. I wanted something to set up the 450 all the time.
We see you guys. We hope you have a good time. ANZ girl, Noel James.
Nice. Another perfect 450. This got me in a movie.
Oh, really? The Jesse Ventura movie?
Yeah.
Nice.
Doing the 450.
Man. Another sweet matchup. Oh, we're having a great time watching wrestling. It's on the screen, but if it's not about the question to Super K, I kind of ignore it a little bit. But no, thank you guys so much for watching. What a matchup! Like, when did your parents see this matchup?
They weren't there for that. They're actually the match that's coming up next. They were there at.
Nice.
The match that's coming up is my actual indie debut, I say, because like the Joe shows weren't really indie shows. We broke away from Joe and stuff, and this was my actual first booking away from Joe. It's against Eric Young again, but like I said, it's like our first actual booking.
And where did this match take place?
This took place in London, where
Nice.
all my family was in Chatham, like 40 minutes away. So
yeah. You recently wrestled in your hometown again for Smash. How was that? Was it awesome. Once or twice?
Twice now.
Right. And how was it? Like you guys had, I forget who you wrestled. Yeah, I forget who you wrestled.
I wrestled Ricky James the first time.
Nice.
He was another guy that grew up with us. That he stayed down there. Tried to get bookings are harder down there and stuff. But
sure.
And the second one was against Scotty O'Shea.
Damn. No, that's awesome.
And that one went real well. So
for sure. Well, let's talk about it, or let's see it. The first #1 match, the Fave 5 match for Super K. He is Suicide Carlos Ortega taking on the director Eric Young. This is also in May, but 2000.
Yeah, it wasn't long after we left Joe. This is for HWF. It was the Hardcore Wrestling Federation.
And he does indeed have a 365 hoodie on. He's rocking it. Yeah, see, I missed all this, or I came up when it was kind of ending. All these super big indie shows with 400 to 1,000 people at them. And then everything in Ontario seemed really small. Not small. There just wasn't a lot happening when I first came in. So that's what ended up leading me to end up making PWA with Jeff Black there. And Joe Dog was part of it as well in the beginning.
I would imagine you were at the school about this time.
Man.
I would imagine.
I know Eileen was. I was a little bit later. I came in 2001. But
so you weren't even quite there yet. Okay.
No. I wrestled my first match 3 weeks in, though. So, pretty crazy. Man. People are loving it already.
Well, like, I was a little lucky because, like I said, this wasn't far from home.
True.
So we had a lot of people show up once they realized we were on this. That's referee Harry D, if you notice. He's a great ref.
I only had him referee me a couple times. He refereed me and Ely in what my first match was ever in Cambridge.
Nice.
Man. This is fun for me to watch. I know when you gave these tapes to Eileen to get up there, it was just so much fun because I'm like, look at all this history. But not enough people get to see all like where everything came from.
This is right after we filmed that Jesse the Body movie. I know that. I remember that. Because we were still with Joe when that happened. Canyon came to the school and grabbed a bunch of us.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty. Was it hard though, like going forward then, like after all these massive like opportunities and these huge crowds, and then like everything kind of was a little bit smaller, but like there's still opportunities and still did. good things there, but like,
Okay.
how was it like moving forward from that? Because like you wrestled on some of those Jay's Play shows, there's no one there, and then like you started out in such big matches.
We did this for a while, HWF like the first year, and then it was NSP after that.
That was good stuff too.
I was in NSP for years,
Yeah.
and then Eric, like we kind of heard about TNA before it was happening.
Yeah.
And that's why Eric just got up and left.
Man.
I wasn't really prepared to do that. And
for sure, that's a heck of a
I'm moving to the
move.
States. He's like, I'm leaving, guys. He's like, there's opportunities. He was getting in good with Scott D'Amore, and I kind of screwed things up with Scott.
I'm sure it can. Yeah. Oh, nice big tackle there.
But this was the night. This is how long I've known Chris. Devari, Champ Monkey Chris. I don't know his last name.
Picabio, or I don't know, say it wrong too.
I met him on this night. I remember
That's crazy.
He come up to me, and then it was like years later. I seen him again. I was like, "Hey, I remember you from like my first night." And then that's when I started seeing him all the time.
Man, the crowd is on its feet already. Like they're going nuts for you guys. Holy crap!
All you did was a pin spot with that "Holy shit" chant.
Like this is wild.
Yay, the classic yay boo.
Yep. Man.
This is why Harry D's so good. He's in there. He's telling us what to do.
That's awesome.
We keep doing this, guys. Keep doing it. Right there. He's like, just keep doing it. It's like, okay. And eventually, boom.
Oh. Damn.
It was a bumper. I loved 4 bumps.
That's why maybe I think you and Elian always clicked. You guys had some crazy matches.
I was Bali for most of those matches, and I wanted to stick to masked matches.
For true.
We were doing Super K. And I know everyone knows anyway, so it's gonna be good.
Oh, no, it's good. I love seeing this. So many exciting counters and whatnot. And we
were so excited for this. We didn't know what was going to happen after leaving Joe.
True.
Joe was actually still doing shows, but this is where we found out he was just robbing everybody. We're just like, no, we're filming everyone at school and being dirty and stuff. When we found the cameras, we left.
Yeah.
He was filming Greg the Hammer Valentine's daughter, Vanessa.
I heard.
In the tanning bed, naked.
That's crazy.
When we confronted him about it, he said the camera was in there because someone was stealing from the vending machine.
I kind of remember a story about that vending machine, too.
The pop story? It's not from the vending machine. He had a store attack in his room.
Oh, okay.
Where they were training. I only did that because at that point we hated them.
Yeah.
I went right back in the room and just took it out of the cases. I hated him.
Yeah.
This guy.
I always felt like I got lucky. He didn't live in that area when I was there. He was on the other side. You wouldn't see him for a long time. And then, like I said, Sid and Juan kind of ran the training, and it was awesome. And then Elian was there. The Highlanders were there. Then Spears and Fox came, so it was good times for me.
Joe didn't live at the school?
No, he lived you know how he had the back room when you were there?
Yeah.
He lived in the middle, like the apartments in the middle.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Someone else used to live there when we were there.
Yeah.
We never had that space.
So many spin wheel kicks and then spinning leg drops.
The 450 out of the back body drop.
Man, it's gross.
It's hard
awesome though.
It's hard not to hit your feet on that.
One of my favorite 450s you ever did was the Scott Chase.
Yeah,
And
I hurt him, I think. I double foot stomped him.
But he just came back from heart surgery or something like that. And then you hit it with him, and I couldn't stop laughing. Like, that's going to test it out.
Double foot stomped his chest.
Man. I popped huge.
No, it got hard to start doing, so I stopped doing it.
We got,
once I screwed it up a couple times.
Yeah, and then in your head.
In my head. I don't want to hurt people.
This is awesome, though.
I didn't care back then. I just wanted to get noticed. So if I could do it, I did it.
For sure.
Look how over I am.
They're going nuts. Shaking the guardrail, that kid.
I eventually later on in the match, I touched one of their hands and they just go nuts.
Man. Oh!
That was supposed to be a torture rack. I think I got stuck. Torture rack powerbomb, but I got stuck.
No. Is Eric Young your, like, obviously this is your favorite match, favorite opponent ever? Because, like, he's so smooth. You guys click so well.
The thing was, we started getting booked in every match. He eventually told these guys to stop booking us together. He said, I'm not wrestling anymore. But then it was like, okay. I took the mask off and started tagging with Danger Boy anyway after this.
Yeah. Man.
Which was good, but it ruined Carlos Ortega. Which, like, all these matches I had under him were all hot. In huge matches with big crowds. And I kind of should have kept it going.
It's hard to know what to do and, like, when to make the change and when to not. When to commit to a team is a big deal, too. I remember seeing you with, like, Los Jalapenos or something like that. Like,
yeah, that was stupid.
I remember that.
That was after Danger Boy broke us up and he became champ, and then they didn't really want to do anything with me.
Man. That's you in there. Believe in one. That is Super K, the man to my up top of me, wrestling in the green mask at this point, as Suicide Carlos Ortega taking on the director Eric Young,
who has quite the career.
The man has done quite a few good things. I love this. I almost feel bad because I think we tried it and I landed on you or something like that. But
that flip up to the outside?
Yeah. Just the outside part. Because I'm like, oh, no hands. And then I just panicked, I think.
You kind of just got to do a cartwheel off the apron.
Man. Oh, jeez. This crowd is nuts. I have this on, like, minimum. And you can just hear them going crazy.
You miss this so much.
Jeez.
I almost missed him.
What a match. I wouldn't want to follow this. The crowd's just so into it. They're going to be drained after this match.
This is why I actually have, I don't know if I beat Scott no more, but he disliked me after this. He said exactly what you just said.
Oh.
He said I ruined the show.
Jeez.
Very much. That's what he told me. And I didn't know who he was back then, so I kind of disrespected him. I did not know who he was. And, like, who was this guy kind of yelling at me after this match? Like, and, yeah.
Ely and I got the same exact thing from Demore after my first match.
Yeah, I remember talking to Ely about it, and, like, he ripped my ass after this.
Man.
I was like, what is your problem? I was dumb. I didn't know who he was. And, like, I didn't really show any respect for him. And, like, I didn't know he was...
Sid just told me to go sit down. What the hell? We just killed it. Like, I was so happy. It was my first match. I lived my dream. And the same type thing you're saying. This is your first, like, indie match. And I get that. It's, like, it's different. But I'm sure water heals all wounds. Oh, Swanton. Yeah, Super K and I both wrestled for 365 wrestling. It's been a while.
Tornado.
Nice. Oh,
I
that's
love
wild.
Springboard tornado.
Man.
This is going to be one of the hottest finishes I've ever done.
I'm just watching the crowd right now.
The reaction right here is just amazing.
Man.
I don't think I've ever gotten a bigger reaction than that. So that's why that's my favorite moment.
That's fantastic, man.
And 2 legends in the ring, Harry D and Eric Young. Both of them had amazing careers, making it to TNA and Eric in WWE.
Nope. But I don't want to say on the indies they don't give you enough love because you've done so many amazing things. Like you said, you're a huge part of Neo. I think it's because you're almost like exclusive to promotions a little bit. Like
I was pretty loyal to
HWF,
you.
and then PWA, and like you didn't really go too far out on that, but damn, like your matches always hold up.
I was never one of those guys that wrestled for every Fed. That's for sure.
That's true. No. What are you looking for?
Doing it a while.
Definitely. What are you looking forward to? Like, this has got to be the longest, other than your injury, that you've not wrestled. Like, are you excited to come back? Are you like itching? Because you came on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I can't remember. It was one period, and you were so fired up. And we thought we might get something going, and now it's another couple months in, 3 months in here.
Yeah.
So, like, it's been a year since your last match. We were getting towards this morning. I was on Facebook, and it's like reminder. Sebastian Suave, Super K, and that was the next match.
Looking forward to that match.
No,
I was looking forward to that.
Man, what can fans expect when Super K does return to the ring?
Fire.
I like that.
A lot of fire.
Yeah, man.
I'll be ready.
No, well, I'm going to wrap it up on my end. I got nothing. Oh, actually, I do got a few things to plug. Last night we had Misty Haven. We had MVP Michael Von Payton, and we had 21st Century Fox on. And I kind of hosted, kind of was part of it. But we're going to do more of those. So we're going to have to get one, obviously, with Super K, maybe Eileen, because they're big opponents. Maybe me in there too, but have to get a third guy there. But the first one was kind of PWA older guys, and we got another one of those coming. We got Reggie Marley, Ruffy Silverstein, and I'm going to get somebody who I won't name right now. And then next week on Monday, we're going to record one to release next Wednesday. We're going to have Nolan James, Haviko, and we're going to have Judas Icarus, who kind of started training with me all at the same time. So kind of see like the beginning of PWA, the beginning of the school, and then we're going to keep doing more and more of these. So my last question is, who would you want to do a table for 3 or 4 with?
Who would I want to do a table with? You got to get TJ Harley in there.
Damn, that'd be awesome.
Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta get Alien in there. You.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, I gotta get TJ in there.
No, I like that very much. So, well, folks, thank you so much. Super K, where can people find you?
Online?
Don't give me your address.
No.
Man.
Most of my stuff's actually under Bali.
Okay.
This is who I was when I made most of it, but
for sure. So definitely check them out. Make sure to check out our YouTube page because there's probably like 70 matches of Super K or Carlos Ortega or Suicide Shambal. That was always weird to me. We wrestled a few times and all these kids chanting suicide. I'm like, this seems wrong. But they're so behind you. So
I even used to have that shirt that said "Suicide is a way of life."
Man,
and like, how wrong was that? How wrong was that? But
it's just at different times, and that's what you lived. Though you were flying and splatting on the concrete and just balls to the wall, getting those opportunities. And I think the fans are going to love seeing you once we get to start again. And thank you so much for doing this. This is awesome.
Thank you, man. I enjoyed it.
All right, take care, and everyone join us next week. We got Haviko on Monday doing the podcast, and then the next week we have I don't even know. I think Old School Jim. So take care. And we'll talk again soon.
All right, man. See you guys.